On July 12, 2016, Black Ops 3's third DLC Zombies map released to near universal acclaim. By combining the approachability of World at War in Black Ops 1 with the depth of Black Ops 3, this map became a favorite for nearly every type of player. And 3,000 days later, it's still widely considered one of the best. This is Gorod Krovi. Alright, here we are. Welcome back to Gorod Krovi, welcome back to Black Ops 3. This map is now 3,000 days old, and today we are going to do something I have never done before, which is the time trials on Gorod Krovi. If you don't know how the time trials work, it is very simple. On my tab screen, I have a timer in the top left, and if I get to round 5 in 5 minutes, like so, we get a pop-up on the middle of the screen, and if we go ahead and open some doors and make our way to the operations bunker, we have a reward, which is a wrench. It's a cool little melee weapon. It's a one-shot kill for a good while, and if we complete all of the time trials, that'll take us to round 20 in a little over 30 minutes. And this is actually something I've never fully completed before. I've done 1 or 2 of them in a game before, but I've never actually completed all 4 of them before, at least to my knowledge. And doing that actually gets you an achievement, which is pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to get that achievement because I have a mod on to increase the level of detail in my graphics, but it is pretty cool nonetheless. I'm a big fan of achievements. And the way we're actually going to do this challenge is just by camping in the operations bunker here. This area has some really fast spawns, as you can see, and enough Vesper spam is actually all we need to complete this speed run. So we're going to camp in the operations bunker until we get our first Valkyrie round, which should be on rounds 9, 10, or 11. And then we're going to turn on the power, buy our perks, and build the shield. In fact, we could pick up 1 shield part right now. Okay, round 9 is not our Valkyrie round. Well, this is a new glitch. Oh, there's our round 10. We might as well pick this up. And because we now know that this is a Valkyrie round, we're just gonna run straight for it. But as for our new melee weapon, it is unfortunately functionally identical to the wrench we just had. The only difference is that it will one-shot, where the wrench is now going to be a 2 or 3 shot. But all of the melee weapons on this time trial and the time trial on Revelations were actually DLC weapons for this game's multiplayer. So it's pretty cool that they got to feature in zombies in some way. Because back in the day, these were all supply drops and completely random, aka total fucking bullshit. So it's cool that people were actually able to experience these melee weapons, even if they are just, you know, reskins of a knife. And we're gonna be quick and buy double tap here. We're gonna buy stamina. We're gonna take the elevator to get to the other side of this area, because there is another shield part over here somewhere. I believe it is right down here. There we go. We're gonna open another door and buy speed cola. And now for the really fun part, we get to run all the way back to the bunker. We can buy jug. We're gonna turn on this trap and buy ammo, and hopefully end this round relatively quickly. Oh, that was the end of the round. Perfect. Entering round 12 with a cool 1350. A little slower than I would have liked, but we'll make do. And we're also gonna build the shield right here, because as you may or may not have noticed, quick revive is not one of my perks. My thought process was that if we go down, we're probably not gonna have the time to rebuy our perks anyway, so we might as well pick up perks that'll prevent us from going down in the first place. But this is the entire strategy and what we're going to be doing up until round 20. Each round is gonna be basically identical, apart from another Valkyrie round we get towards the end of the challenge. It's kind of not a whole lot going on with these time trials, but they are fun to do. And just a nice little way to add some replay value, add some spice to each map. These really are the kind of thing you only do once or twice and never think of again for years at a time. But it's cool that they're there, and it does make each map just a little more special. Even though I'm pretty sure that Gorod Krovi and Revelations are the only 2 maps that have a feature like this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but with how many melee weapons get added to each Call of Duty every single year, I don't know, maybe these should come back. You know, maybe adding like 13 different melee weapons to Cold War that I had to get Dark Aether for, maybe that wasn't the best approach. Maybe make it a time trial. I mean, I don't know, you have the Rampage Inducer already. Black Ops 6, get on it. I don't want to have to grind Dark Aether for 45 different melee weapons. Just give me a time trial, it's more fun. But speaking of Black Ops 6, as of uploading, it's a month away, a little less. And I gotta be perfectly honest, it is completely snuck up on me. I have so many fucking video ideas that I wanted to make that I'm just not gonna be able to make because that game is so close. One of them, unfortunately, being level 1000. I am still recording that video. The odds of it coming out before Black Ops 6 is basically 0. I am close to finishing the recording, but when you take into account the amount of time it's going to take to edit, yeah, that shit, if I worked on it 12 hours a day and did nothing else, would probably come out the day of Black Ops 6. And, you know, I actually want that video to be viewed, and putting it out the same day as a new zombies game is a surefire way to make that not happen. And we got ourselves a new melee weapon, the Slash and Burn. And you know, I completely forgot, all of these melee weapons have their own little inspect animation you get by holding the reload button. That's pretty cool. But don't think I forgot about level 1000. It's still coming. It's just gonna, you know, be completely fucking offset by a new game. Which, funnily enough, is exactly what happened with the Prestige Master video. That was all recorded in October, and then November came around and Modern Warfare Zombies came out, and I actually liked it quite a bit. Enough to where my initial plan of getting that video out in December was completely derailed because I was playing that game so much. But to finish up the content talk, this video and another is all I'll have time for before BO6. And I'm gonna obviously finish recording level 1000. And if that's slightly disappointing, don't worry, there may or may not be some plans in the works to get some content out, possibly on another website in the near future. In fact, part of the reason I have picked time trials is that it is going to be a relatively shorter video, and that's going to give me time to actually do all of the things I want to get done before BO6. Also, you know, time trials are just really cool, man. I like them. What I don't like are these Valkyries who keep running away and slowing me down. But speaking of all the things I have to get done, let's finish this round and finish the speed run. Oh my god. No, we failed. I'm trash. I'm the worst. Because as you may or may not have noticed, Quick Revive is not one of my perks. My thought process was that if we go down, we're probably not going to have the time to rebuy our perks anyway, so we might as well pick up perks that'll prevent us from going down in the first place. Washed. Cooked. It's good to be back. I haven't changed.